Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Colorado. Carol here. It is time to begin another vlog. Oh, today, friends, some exciting things happened. Number one, when I woke up this morning, it was 62 degrees out. Holy moly, that's cold. So in the house, that meant it was 65. And that means it was time to turn the heat on. So I have the heat going, which means that the house feels extra cozy, and I am so happy for that. The other thing that happened this morning is I got to attend Melanie's academic advisor meeting at her school, and we were doing a check-in before the holiday breaks start to happen, and we are in that senior mode. So that was really exciting to sit down, kind of see where she's at, and talk with the academic advisor about what we need to be doing for senior year shenanigans, like cap and gown, pictures, tickets to graduation. I found out the graduation date. Like, what? That honestly took me back because yes, we've been talking about senior year, and of course with that comes graduation, but having a solidified graduation date feels wild. So I will probably share more about that as the year progresses. I really need to get on the ball with scheduling her senior portraits. I want to do a formal photo shoot for her senior year. I've seen a bunch of my friends do that for their kids on social media land. And it's not something that I did growing up, but I do think it'll be a really special memory for her. And I'd love to incorporate Girl Scouts in some way. So anyway, so let's talk about where we're at. I'm going to show you my outfit of the day. It is cozy dress vibes, but it's cold out. We are in full fall mode, and I wanted the colors to reflect that, as you can see. It was a hair wash day, so I washed my hair this morning and did a blowout, so it looks fabulous. Gotta love day 1 and 2 hair. And I need to go and work in the kitchen a little bit. I'm gonna bring you with me. We have a problem to solve. I brought a question to my friends. I'm gonna share that with you when I get to the kitchen. But one of my friends had a brilliant solution, and we're gonna try it. Love a good hive mind moment. But first, let me show you what I'm wearing. So here is what we are working with today. I found this dress while thrifting, and it is big, but honestly, I'd rather it be a little big than too small, especially when I knew that I would need to be layering it with things moving into the colder months, which is right now. And so I have paired it with this long sleeve black top that is super comfy. Ideally, I would pair it with a turtleneck, but I hate things that impede my neck area. I feel like I'm being choked. So for sensory reasons, we're not gonna do that. I might add a necklace actually, now that I'm looking at it. I have my earrings here, and I just feel like the earrings match the pattern in the dress. We have this floral going on, you know that's what hooked me. And then here are the earrings that I am wearing to go along with it. And I have some socks as well, and they have some fruits on them, and they are mostly black to tie in the sweater that I'm wearing underneath. But super comfy. I get to wear the dresses that I prefer, but now I'm not freezing because, oh my goodness, if I go outside, I'm gonna need to make sure that I am protected from the elements. Okay, let's talk about the problem in the kitchen that needs solving. Here he is. One Mr. Dustin Rhodes. How bud? I just woke him up from a nap walking in this room, so he's like, Mom, what did I do? We've been in this house now for a little over a year, and in here we have our pantry. She is a small but mighty little pantry, and you can see no latches, easy access. We have all of the things that we need here. In the year that we've been here, this guy has shown absolutely no interest in said pantry. But over the last 2 weeks, he has discovered that he can get into the pantry, and therefore he can get to a lot of food. Now, we do have a Great Dane, and I'm sure that she has been helping him along in his mission. However, She has a very obvious guilty face, and when we've been coming home lately, it's been this guy who's been reactive, not her, which indicates to us that he is the culprit. Not to mention, if she realized she could do this, we would have lost food all year long. So I need to figure this solution out. So as one does, I took this problem to my girlies and I said, hey friends, does anybody have an idea of a solution that we can use for our pantry? And I showed them the space, some pictures, you know how it goes. And one of my girl pals was like, why don't you just switch where your dishes are to where the food is and vice versa? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's actually genius. Now, for consideration, I am 5 feet tall. I've talked about this in the past because it does impact my ability to reach things that are up high, but we do have a step stool here in the kitchen specifically for that purpose. So what I am going to work on is moving all of the food from this lower pantry, and I'm going to replace it over here and over here where we have plates and cups and bowls and things like that. Now, the other areas of the kitchen, specifically there, the Lazy Susan, already has pantry items, so can't put anything else there. And then we do have this little cabinet right there, and that has like spices in it, so I don't want to mess with that either. Luckily though, I don't need to move anything from the upper pantry because they aren't that tall, thank goodness. But let's do some switching around of things and we'll see how this works out. I'm at least willing to try it because I feel like the only other solution would be to install a lock on this door. And that is just going to be cumbersome and kind of annoying when you're cooking because you want to just like grab ingredients and not like, oh, I got to unlatch. And what if my hands are dirty? Or what if I'm wearing gloves and all the things. So anyway, let's get to work because the sooner I stop rambling, the sooner we're done. And it's not going to take me that long. Unintended benefit, I was able to purge all of the pantry items. These things are expired. This just needs to be dumped out and cleaned, so that's nice. And I was able to wipe down all of the shelves while I was doing this as well. So, gotta love that. Just chilling. Don't raise a hand to help me, bud. Gosh, he's cute. The things we put up with for our furry loves, eh? Oh, Dustin. Yes, he's the best baby. All right, here is the after, friends. I have moved some stuff from the Lazy Susan that would fall quite frequently and was a waste of space in the Lazy Susan that I was able to put food products in, specifically our like saran wrap and our aluminum foil, all that. We have all the cups and plates and bowls right over here, looking good. And here is the new pantry. I'm kind of obsessed with it because it solves another problem that we were having, which is that we have an 18-year-old now. She buys some of her own groceries, and she had specifically been asking for a spot that was like just hers, but I didn't know how to give that to her, but now I do. So this is Mel's shelf right here, and then this is Joanna's shelf, and then over here will be more shared items or bulk items, cereal, cookies. There's a big old box of goldfish in the back corner there. And then things like bread can go up there, but lots of space. Still lots of space. This is not even completely full at all. Very, very, very excited with how this came out. Of course, it didn't take me nearly as long as I thought it would. And now it's done, and I really like the after. I will pick this up with you all in a little bit. Okay, friends, I am checking in with you at lunchtime. I am going to make myself a little cheese toasty. So basically an open-faced grilled cheese. And so I'm going to use a roll. I'm going to put some butter on that. And then I'm going to slice up some tomatoes and put them on top of that. And then I'm going to put some cheese on top of that and put it into the toaster oven. Let it all melt down and crisp up the bread. And that'll be lunch. Super simple and delicious. And I'm hungry, so very much looking forward to it. This roll is absolutely amazing. Soft and smells so good. Yes, look how good that looks. I think I am going to finish it off with some everything bagel seasoning because I just love this stuff. So there we go. And now we eat. Yo, we're in the car. I had my lunch and then I talked on the phone with a friend, my bestie, Sarah, and we had a little catch up, and it had been a couple of weeks, I feel like, since we had spoken last, so that was really good. We try to talk to each other on Mondays because I'm off from work and she's off from work, but it doesn't always align or we have things scheduled. Today it worked out and much needed. It was good to chat with her. I am now in Carline, which feels wild. I feel like I haven't done a Carline clip in a while. Who around here remembers my Carline Confessional series where I would sit in my car and spill my guts about whatever, current drama, childhood trauma, all sorts of things. Those were good times, but not doing that today. I don't really have a whole lot to say, honestly. The nap was much needed. I feel really good. I slept for about an hour, and now I'm here in Carline, waiting for the kids to come out. One from the middle school, one from the high school. Different schools on the same campus. It's pretty cool, and honestly, it makes my life a heck of a lot easier since now I'm not worrying about going to different middle and high schools. So anywho, that's what I'm doing. And then we're going to go home. And what I have found is that when I pick them up from school, typically they get in the car and they're like, will you start dinner when you get home? And I'm like, of course. So I will probably end up doing that. But for now, I sit. Okay, kids and I are back home, and I forgot to do this earlier, but one of the things I've been doing is once a week I will do like a car clean out, or really like a trash out. And then like once a month, I will take it and run it through the car wash and then do a full vacuum. This has really been helping to like maintain the cleanliness of the car in general. Because again, I just feel like things just pile up and before you know it, they are out of control. So this is the stuff that I'm talking about, is like random crap that gets shoved in the door and that gets left in the car by the kids. We got a yogurt cup and a spoon from breakfast, and then like things on the floor. So let me go through now and I literally just brought a small trash bag out here and I'm going to do a quick sweep. Y'all, okay, the car is clean. That's great. But random, we went to Walmart yesterday where I had picked up this lovely Danish, and we got home and we put everything away, and it didn't even occur to me that the Danish was missing. But as I was doing my car clean out sweep today, look what I found. All right. So I am super excited to now slam through this cheese Danish. Let me be honest. Like this is one of those things that I cannot have in the house because I just want to eat it all. So every once in a while, I just get the Danish, you know? Y'all, this is your cue to get the Danish. Beginning to make dinner. I have the rice cooker going. I am waiting for the oven to get up to temperature. And then over here, we have our chicken. This will be salsa chicken. This is super simple, you guys. And in our house, it's a hit. And I feel like that's saying something. We have some pretty picky people here. So it's just chicken breast, butter, salt, pepper on the chicken breast, Slather with salsa of your choice. We actually really like the Kroger mild store brand. And then you put it in the oven, 350 degrees for 45-ish minutes. It really just depends on how thick your chicken breast is. This might require an hour, and that's okay. And then you shred it when you're done, serve over rice, or you can use it in tacos. We've done that too. Okay, we have about a minute left until the chicken comes out of the oven. And in the meantime, I am making my own chicken frickin', as I like to call it. I am using the Beyond chicken pieces. I actually just used the last of this bag. So there's that. And I really, really, really like this. Even when you smell it in the package before you like cook it, it smells really, really good. The seasonings are nice and it doesn't take too long to cook. I cook mine in butter because I'm not vegan. I am pescatarian, and I also add some salsa. So it ends up being just like the regular salsa chicken that everyone else is having. So that is this last little bit that I am working on before the chicken is finished. Here is my dish ready to go. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat mine. I did the internal check of the chicken and it needs about 15 more minutes. So that is going. I'm gonna have mine because it's done. It's very quick to make the vegan chicken, so that's another benefit of it. But you wanna eat it when it's fresh, right? Just like I would with all my other food. I definitely liked my food to be hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. All right, y'all, I am finally in bed. Feels real good. I have my cheese Danish. Definitely going to enjoy that. I have a Coke Zero. I'm gonna watch some YouTube. I'm gonna hang out in bed. Probably work on some Girl Scout stuff online that I need to. Actually, that I want to. I hyperfixate on my Girl Scout stuff in the best possible way. It brings me a lot of joy. And I think I'm actually going to start working tonight on plans for Vlogmas. Yep, that's right. Because October, November, and then December. And I need to be prepared. If I want to participate in Vlogmas, much like in years past, I think pre-filming will be key with my current schedule and with just how busy this season of life is right now. So yeah, that will be the plan, and I can't wait to start working on that and brainstorming and putting together a schedule for myself. Ooh yeah, that's the organizing stuff that gets me going. So for Vlogmas in particular, I will have a schedule, like a printout of the month. Let me close this a little bit. Okay, there we go. I will have a schedule printout of the month, and then I literally will go through each of the calendar blocks and put my idea for that video within that calendar block and see if it aligns with what I already have pre-scheduled going on in that month. Like, do we have a concert? Do we have a show? Is there a date night planned? Is there an event for Girl Scouts that's already planned? And I just kind of work that out. And then I combine vlog videos with like sit down style videos. Because for me, if I'm able to do a couple of sit downs per week, those can be pre-filmed, especially throughout the month of November. And that is like my little behind the scenes YouTuber tricks of the trade. But especially for me, I like have to be prepared in that way in order for Vlogmas to be successful. And I really do not like going into Vlogmas and feeling like I'm not ready to go, because that means I'm probably not going to be successful. And I don't know, many years running, this Christmas Carol has kept the Vlogmas train going full steam ahead, and I want it to be the same for this year as well. But with that, my friends, I am going to close out today's vlog. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me on this extremely chill Monday, and that's pretty much what I hope all of my Mondays are like. But in general, usually I pack them full of appointments for the kids, or even just other things that I enjoy doing, but like shopping for the house, or prepping for an upcoming birthday, or Girl Scouts, or on and on and on. It was really nice to just have a slower Taste Monday today. I will see you in my next video. Bye.